It's a pretty nice morning today. Decent night's sleep. A little bit rough, not too bad. I mean, 2-hour stints with a little wake up in between, a little rain overnight, but all in all, not too cold. Managed to stay warm. And now we got a day of prepping for fire. What you got there, buddy? What you got? Birch bark? Why are you so camera shy? So as a result of yesterday's rain events, we got a lot of drying out to do. So unfortunately, I don't think that allows us to go up the mountain today. It's a little much for the boys. They had a pretty rough day yesterday. We already pushed them 6 miles. It would be about another 7 today, and then 6 more out of here. So I think that's probably too much for them. So we're just gonna have ourselves a nice camping day by the river today. Take it easy, spend the night, and then get out of here tomorrow. But in the meantime, hopefully this sun here is just gonna come up and over the top through this clearing, and if I'm lucky, I'll get some good sun on this stuff for a bulk of the day. Got carving time. Carving time for the boys. So what are you gonna make, Bran? Making a spear? Colin, what are you gonna make?
Oh, what are you making?
A dagger?
Okay.
Nice.
You cross over your legs like this, right? Legs.
Yep.
Right?
Might be going too deep there. Careful with your finger near the blade, right? Yep, just go nice and slow.
Right? What do you say? Very important things in here. Besides the penis. You gotta go pave. There's also important things in here.
Do not slice the weenie.
No weenie slicing. You never go like this. Even though you're carving away, right? That seems right. Out here. Or out down here, right? That, you're gonna hit the rocks, right? Never in here, never back, okay? And you're right-handed, so you should be like this across. See how I have one hand here, and the other one's kind of pinched against my body? Keeps this still, right? If you keep it like this, you're all loose, right?
How you doing there? Careful with the... See, let's look. You're going right up against a knot. You think that's going to be easy or hard? Yep, so maybe start back there, right? Now, wait. You're pushing this right into danger. So see how Will was saying? You can go to the side. What if you put your leg over this side?
What side?
Push this leg over here. And put that way. And what if you go that way? Is that better? So I'm going to attempt to make me some sort of a little half-assed totem. I have no idea what I'm doing, never tried it, but I figured this is a decent size to start. Something I can kind of work on, a little piece of cherry. It's in good shape, no rot, no knots, pretty straightforward. So I'm just going to give this thing a go and do a little bit of carving here. For my blade on this trip, I brought a swamp rat. It's basically the custom shop Ratman do. I just picked this up a little while ago. I thought it would be a good size for backpacking. You know, it's sturdy enough that it's good for most camp tasks. A little bit of light chopping, hopefully splitting some wood in a little bit, but small enough for, you know, at least a lightweight option. It's not terribly heavy. And hopefully doing some little fine work here, doing some carving. So I'm gonna give this thing a try and see how it does.
Feels pretty good in the hand. Has a tiny little ramp here. It's not huge, but pretty comfortable. Finger choil, which is nice, so I can choke up a little bit. I feel like either way I go, it's comfortable. The handle fills out my grip pretty good, and just feels really nice. Has a nice grind angle, so I think it should work out pretty well. Not ripe though, are they?
There's some in there. Few little blue ones. How's it taste? Unripe or ripe?
Ripe, not super sweet.
Like a blueberry?
Yeah. Oh, they banned it.
Little tart, not bad. Some in here. Little blueberries.
Yeah. Blueberries? Wild blueberry. It's a low grow blueberry.
Want blueberry? No?
Good? Yeah, you can mix them if you want. Obviously only the blue ones. Not purple and not green. And not red enough.
And not red.
Not red.
Got a lot of water. Fill up our camelbacks, water bladders, canteens, cooking tonight. So I've been constantly processing water here as I can, coming down and filling up a little bit more, so hopefully we can sustain, but it's kind of a pain in the neck. Stay at it. So I've had a few opportunities to wear these shoes. This is the Boucher mesh shoes that I reviewed as kind of like a tabletop review a little while back. And I've been kicking around with these all day, and for the most part they're pretty good. I mean, I'm reasonably happy with them. I've actually worn these a few times on different trips now, and they've been solid. About the worst thing I did was I got them wet one day. I wanted to dry them out. I put them a little too close to my fire, and the toes kind of loosened up a little bit with the glue, but I've pretty much fixed them and they've been fine. So I wore these one time to an amusement park just for the day because I thought I'd be going to some like water rides and stuff, and they've been pretty good. I mean, overall, I'm very happy with them.
Get in there, you're not even in the water. Sit back.
Hey, come on, Brad!
Woo! Now that is refreshing.
Nice attempt at damming that up, but unfortunately, I think it's a losing battle for the kids. It's keeping them occupied, they're having a blast. How often do you get to play in a river like this? It's pretty awesome. How you guys doing? Are you gonna block it up? Got Will over there processing some wood, getting ready for a fire. There was actually a fire pit right here, and so we thought, what a cool spot to have a fire. I mean, the kids have been playing here, we've been hanging here all day, and why not cook our food, have a fire, and just enjoy this amazing place. I mean, there's other locations we could have the fire, but this is just totally unique, absolutely amazing. So anyway, we've been processing a bunch of wood. You can see all this stuff we got down around here, a lot of dead stuff. We've been working at it for a couple hours throughout the day, and we're gonna get this fire built and get it going in a little bit. All right, so just got this thing going. Hopefully it'll burn. Get going. Got a nice fire here. Got it built up a little bit, so some air will get underneath, but hopefully all that twiggy stuff will catch the embers, make a nice pile. So I gotta fuel this thing, and let's get it going. Got a little dinner going here. Looks like we might have some company tonight. Looks like another family may end up joining us. So might as well utilize our time here in this spot while we got the space. So get some dinner going, a little pasta for the kids and for us. And then we'll settle in. So overall, so far, it was a great day. I mean, really nice weather, beautiful spot, having some fun. Brandon just fell in. How'd you do, buddy? You all right? You okay? And that's about it. Got some veggies. Kept them cold all day by leaving them literally in the river, and it worked out pretty good. They started out frozen when we came in yesterday, and then you know, by the time we made it to camp, they weren't so frozen anymore, but they were still cold. And so we put them in a double Ziploc and then put them in the river, and they stayed, I don't know, whatever the river is, probably, I don't know, high 40s, maybe mid 40s. I don't know, it felt pretty cold. I don't think it was in the 50s, that's for sure. So probably 40s. So anyway, seems to have worked pretty good. So I'm just gonna cook these up and get them to temperature and mix them in with some pasta. And I also kept this stuff cold. We got some oil and a couple of different cheeses, and some pepper and crushed red pepper. So got a little variety here. Hopefully it'll be pretty delicious. Now that right there is a feast. Thank you, sir. Woo! Add a little pizza cheese. So I've been working on my little carving here. I mean, it still has a long way to go, but it's pretty cool. Kids have been kids have been running around and making their dam and enjoying the river, and I've just been kind of chilling out, playing with my Ratmandu. I'll tell you, at this point, I mean, this thing's got some significant use on it. I mean, this was literally a brand new blade, and at this point, I mean, you can see after this weekend, I've put some serious use to this. And I'll tell you, man, this Ratmandu is unbelievable. This edge is just spectacular. It's like a convex edge. I'm gonna do a full review of this thing, but for a camp knife like this, and even for these carving tasks, I mean, not that this is all that detailed, but I mean, it's just been a joy to work with. I've loved having, you know, the really, like, I don't know, 5-inch. It's kind of like a 4 3/4 inch blade size, but a 5-inch blade, nice choil. I mean, the grind is just amazing. The steel definitely does rust quite a bit, so I got a little bit of cleanup to do when I get home, but you know what, I don't care. It's a camp knife, and I'm using it doing really what I'm supposed to be using it for, and that's, you know, enjoying some time outside and, you know, relaxing and just really having a good time. So anyway, you know, I'm very, very happy with my progress on this silly little thing. It's work in progress, something I'm just kind of making up as I go, but also just very glad to have some good quality time with this swamp rat.